Welcome back to Tabletop Glory. My name is Graham Johnson, and today we're going to be talking about Wasteland Warfare, or as some people like to call it, Warhammer, in the Fallout universe. Now, I do want to put a disclosure in here. They are not paying me to say this. God, do I wish they were. I love this game. I think it's such a neat thing. And if anybody out there who is working for this official project has the ability to offer me some kind of a brand deal, I would love whatever the equivalent of a Get Started set is for Wasteland Warfare. I absolutely love it. And someday I really want to get that Liberty Prime model because it looks like it's a lot of fun to paint. Now, to get started, I would just want to say that I don't own a ton of models for this game. I wish I owned more. I bought a lot of the terrain real early on because it seemed really interesting to me. I was at PAX Unplugged and actually got to meet some of the folks that worked on the game, and they explained to me that the reason these models look so good is because they are provided by Bethesda. That's right, Bethesda gives them the models. They're then 3D printed, and then those 3D prints are used to create the master molds, which then make the rest of the game, which is why everything looks so good. Now, if you're not familiar with Wasteland Warfare, there is a ton of factions you can play as, everything from Brotherhood of Steel, Caesar's Legion, the Gunners, the NCR, the Raiders, the Enclave, the Survivors, the Institute, and you can even look up specific packs. So if you're not interested in using this for the tabletop Warhammer game, but you want to use it for the Fallout tabletop role-playing game, you absolutely can. I've been going through recently, and they've got an entire section that is just dedicated to Nuka World. And I think that's really cool because they've even got like the Gator Claw, for example. And I think that is absolutely incredible. So even if you're not interested in this for the Warhammer-esque gameplay, but you are interested in the tabletop experience, there are plenty of models for you to pick out. And I mean, even if you just want them as collectibles, these things look incredible. Hopefully you guys have found today's video interesting and somewhat informative. I know it's not much of a tutorial, and the rest of the video is going to be me just playing a live stream that I did where I painted the vending machine that you can see on screen in this video. I really do enjoy these miniatures. They're a lot of fun to paint, and they do take some liberties in modifying the model to make them a more enjoyable process for painting versus what we see in the video game. Hopefully you guys learned about a cool new game today. I know that this is a bit of an odd video because normally I do more tutorial type things, but I've already done a tutorial on rust effects doing the car in the previous video. So I'll go ahead and link that back here. So if you guys are interested in how to paint rust effects without necessarily using rust pigments, that's a really great place for you to go learn some really basics on how to do that sort of thing. I had a lot of fun working on this vending machine in the live stream, even though the bulk of it was already done and it was just some more tedious work as well as some experimentation, but I think you guys will find the video interesting nonetheless. But if you aren't able to stick around and watch the whole thing, I absolutely understand that if you're going to call it quits here. Irregardless, whether you watch to the end of the video or you decide to stop here, thank you so much for watching. May your display case always be filled and your pile of shame never runs empty. Until next time. Well, if you made it all the way to the end and you're interested in seeing a frosted glass tutorial like I've kind of done here to show the illusion of the Nuka bottles being inside the vending machine, let me know in the comments below and I'll be glad to make a video about that. As you can see, I've got 3 more of these left to go, so definitely some interesting tutorials between rust effects and streaks and things like that we could definitely do going forward. Irregardless, thanks so much for watching the whole video, and as always, may your display case always be filled and your pile of shame never run empty. Until next time.